Rise to the top. How engineers can fast-track their way to CEO success. Never before have we had access to data like this. We've always wondered what CEOs actually do, and now we have rich information to explore. Fortune 500 CEOs consistently make headlines for earning more in a single year than most of us could hope to in our entire lives. In 2020, the top 350 CEOs in the U.S. made over $24 million on average. At my current salary, I'd have to work over 281 years to make what they made in 1 year. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, was awarded $853 million in total compensation for his work in 2021. Mr. Tim Apple wasn't even the biggest earner last year. Rivian CEO R.G. Scaringe took home $2.3 billion in total compensation. Good morning, Joe. There are now many comparisons between Elon Musk and Rivian founder R.G. Scaringe. But while Musk owns more than 20% of Tesla, R.G. owns only about 1.7% of Rivian. R.G. is now a billionaire, and Elon Musk was awarded more than $10 billion in Tesla options. Stop if you don't like it, I suppose. From the money you sell all your stuff, you could buy new stuff. Perhaps these two are more deserving because they were the founders or early personal investors in highly risky companies utilizing unproven technology. However, most CEOs didn't take such personal risks and still enjoyed nine-figure salaries. This isn't another video to complain about how unfair it is that the average Fortune 500 CEO is now earning more than 324 times the median employee at their company. We've heard it all before, and it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, regardless of how much the internet complains. Now is a good time to remember the age-old saying, if you can't beat them, join them. It's time to learn how money works and get a step-by-step guide to landing a job as an overcompensated corporate CEO. Top management consulting firms like McKinsey should be your prime choice, and I'll explain why later. But the competition for graduate programs at these companies is intense, so if you can't secure a position there, almost any major corporation will suffice. At this stage, your goal is to reach an executive-level role as quickly as possible. Delivering outstanding work is crucial, but it will only take you so far. You need to market yourself, becoming your own brand in the industry. Social media, when used effectively, can be a powerful tool for this. Take my friend Richard from the Plain Bagel, for example. He works as an investment analyst and is well known beyond his firm due to his YouTube channel. You don't have to go that far, but putting yourself out there can make job transitions and climbing the corporate ladder much easier. Internal promotions within large companies can be slow and challenging. Employees who switch employers every 2 years earn 50% more than those who stick around longer. By marketing yourself within your industry, you're more likely to attend a job interview where the recruiter already knows about you or something impressive you've done. This gives you a significant advantage over candidates with fewer LinkedIn connections. Working at a top investment bank or management consulting firm accelerates this process. Spending 2 years as an analyst at one of these institutions can provide you with a decade's worth of experience compared to working at a regular company. Recruiters recognize this, so exit opportunities for bankers and consultants can be extremely lucrative, often landing you an executive role before you're 30. The traditional path of progressing from analyst to team lead to manager and finally executive takes more time unless you strategically switch jobs. Based on my experience, I'd advise against exiting into tech companies if you pursue the investment banking or consulting route, even with an engineering background. You might secure a good position, but climbing the ladder can be challenging due to the tech culture's bias against old-school business professionals. Instead, aim for a position at a large, less exciting company. Fewer young talents mean less competition against career-driven individuals for executive roles. Once you're overseeing at least 200 employees, it's time to consider pursuing a Harvard MBA. Personal branding plays a significant role in gaining admission to this prestigious program. Harvard and other Ivy League schools boast about the number of presidents, Supreme Court justices, and Fortune 500 CEOs they've educated. To maintain this reputation, they aim to admit students they believe are likely to achieve similar success. If you can confidently discuss your industry accomplishments and provide evidence to support your claims, your chances of admission increase. You'll also need to take the GMAT, a test assessing your business acumen. If you're serious about becoming a Fortune 500 CEO, this is just one of many exams you'll have to conquer. Pursue your career diligently and excel in your studies to obtain an MBA from Harvard. Once you graduate, you can expect a bright future with an average starting salary of $207,000 for Harvard MBA graduates, which may be higher if you already have executive experience in your industry. Your next objective is to reach the C-suite in a Fortune 500 company. To achieve this, focus on personal branding. Many professionals at this level enlist public relations consultants to help them give speeches, appear in the media, and become appealing to high-end recruiters, company directors, and shareholders who ultimately decide who becomes the CEO. While top CEOs may not work 320 times harder than the average worker, they possess the potential to impact investors significantly, which justifies their high earnings. Public perception matters. A well-known executive announced as a new CEO can boost a company's share price, while an unknown individual might raise questions about leadership, even if equally competent. Remember, even with diligent efforts, your chances of becoming a Fortune 500 CEO are slim, but you can still enjoy a rewarding career and high earnings. Be prepared for personal sacrifices, such as long hours and constant scrutiny. As a public company CEO, your income will be public record, subject to criticism and political debates. If you're uncomfortable with sharing your earnings publicly, this role might not be suitable for you. Lastly, consider the privacy of personal finances and the methods used to calculate the wealth of the billionaires these CEOs work for. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for more informative content like this.